Nothing like a good weld first thing in the morning. All right, so bending, old school. I bend everything by hand. Ugh. And since I'm not Hercules, I've had to improvise and make a few little tools to help me. It's all about leverage, really. So I use this little two-prong thing here that slides into my workbench. That holds it really solid. And then I just continually and bend it around those two little pegs until it gets how I want. I can make almost any shape if I'm just patient enough and careful enough. It does take a toll on the hands after a while. Sometimes when a piece gets short, the shorter they are, the harder they are to bend. And sometimes I'm so engrossed in what I'm doing, I don't want to take the time to get out a tool like a vice grips to help me in my strength of bending. And I'll just start kind of cranking on something, trying to literally bend it to my will. Those that know me well will not be shocked by that statement. Kind of like I'm doing right now, but if I stop and get out my vice grips, I don't know, I might lose my cool deer ear groove I'm in right now. So just man up there, hands. Or women up. Sometimes women are tougher, I think, than men. We'll go with women up today. Okay. So far, so good. Alrighty. Nice longer piece here to work with. Having a nice kind of graceful curve on this guy. Whoops. Okay. Oh, too much. It's all about tweaking and adjusting. It's like if there's really no point in going to all this trouble and having it just come out okay, in my opinion. Take the time to get it right. It gets pretty easy for pieces you make out of metal, especially lifelike pieces like animals, birds, people. You're already making them out of metal. The odds are against you that it's going to come out looking a little robotic. And I like mine to really have some kind of life in them, like movement, just, you know, you can almost see the thing in motion, even though it's a still sculpture. And so it's really worth it to me to take the time to get all these little details right. I mean, well, I don't know. Basically, it's worth taking the time. All right, it's coming along. Okay, got things repositioned a little bit, better angle. Deer face time. just start, I started out drawing stuff, not doing 3D sculptures, so a lot of times when I start doing a piece now, I'll start out with what amounts to a drawing of the piece. So this whole profile was flat, okay? And then I can just kind of, I don't know, tell where the flesh needs to be. So I'll kind of like use my hands to kind of, you know, pretend this is a ball, see the ball, and then just put metal around it. So that's my big artistic process for you guys. The machines get kind of loud. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm gonna start at the crown of his head here, or her head. Okay, so at this point, I'm really just trying to match what I've already done on this side, okay? Need a tiny bit more of a curvature in here. Okay, that looks like it's gonna be right about there. Okay, weldy time. Here's how my glove gets all burnt up. Okay, that feels right. Come on. All right, good. I like it. See, I can kind of feel with my hand. Okay, this would be the top of the deer's head. Okay, nice deer. It's gonna follow the line of the head, basically. Got a good start up here. We'll build out from there. I'm gonna start at the top and work down for now. Build out the upper part of the neck a bit. Head's gotta be attached to something after all. Okay. So here there's going to be a bit of a transition. Since our deer is not a steroid-infused gym rat, it actually has a differentiated neck and head. The neck will be a little bit narrower than the head. Right about there. Okay, so see, here I'm following the line of the neck. Okay, it's got to be on a smooth line with the rest of the neck, and then once it gets to the skull and jaw, it'll build out a tiny bit. That's what I see anyway when I look at a deer. I'm probably a giant weirdo, but the welding part of it is really fun for me. I don't know what it is about it, but I kind of pride myself on my welds. I went to welding school and I actually got straight A's for the first time in like my whole life. And I don't know, there's just something about when that weld just goes on there just perfect and puddles out and everything's melded together just right. It sounds right. I don't know, I just get really into it. Lucky I'm a welder. And now it's really hot. Ow, ow. Hurry up and weld it before my thumb falls off. Woo! Yep. Waited too long on that one. Why yes, this is super time consuming. I really don't see why I should have to put up with this kind of stuff.